This November, we're celebrating the scholars you've probably never heard of, but definitely should have. Now, every time you use Google Maps, order a taxi, or generally just try to navigate anywhere, you're using technology built on Gladys West's work. Now, she created an extraordinarily precise model of the Earth's shape, making GPS today possible. But until 2018, when she was inducted into the Air Force Space and Missile Pioneers Hall of Fame, almost no one knew her name. She was born in 1930 in rural Virginia. Education was her escape. She won a full scholarship to Virginia State College for mathematics. Then in 1956, she was hired by U.S. Naval Proving Ground in Delagrande, Virginia, one of four black employees and one of very few women in technical roles. So what was her job? To program massive computers doing complex calculations for military and space programs. Then, with a career spanning 4 decades, she worked on crucial satellite technology projects, and by the 1970s to 80s, she created a mathematical model of the Earth's shape, which is much harder than it sounds. Now, Earth isn't a perfect sphere. It's uneven with the highest mountains, wide valleys, and the deepest ocean trenches. So to make GPS work, you need to know Earth's shape with extraordinary precision. So West turned to satellite data to create a GeoID mathematical model of the Earth's gravitational field and its shape. So accurate, it later became GPS technology's foundation. So when our phones are telling us where we are, they're using West's mathematics. But yet for decades, no one knew. West was working in a classified environment. Her contributions were buried in government documents. She then retired in 1998 after 42 years. She didn't talk about her work, partly because of its classified nature, partly down to modesty, and also partly down to the fact that no one asked. This was until 2017 when a former colleague compiled a sorority biography where West's role in GPS became widely known. And then in 2018, she was inducted into the Air Force Hall of Fame, finally in her 90s, recognition for work done 40 years earlier. West was invisible because she worked in a world designed to keep her that way, keep her invisible. Her circumstances and the classified nature of her work was a tragic catch-22, with no chance at recognition during her career. Yet the legacy of her work, GPS, is one of the modern age's most important technologies. It exists because a black woman from rural Virginia spent decades doing the mathematical sums that most people will never understand. Gladys West is still alive in her 90s and now finally people know her name, so keep learning and keep questioning.